Mr. Andy, what did you do? Mr. Andy, what did you do? I hurt my finger. I have a boo-boo. Oh, I have a big boo-boo. I accidentally cut my finger while I was making dinner the other night. And now I have this very large bandage on my finger. So throughout this lesson, you will see this giant bandage on my finger. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bronx Community College Early Childhood Center. My amazing friends, you are the best. I hope you are happy. I hope you are safe. I hope you are well. My name is Mr. Andy, and I am your puppetry teacher, as you know, and we are going to make a really fun puppet today. We're going to actually listen to a really great story first. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. But first, let's do a little warm-up, okay? Ooh, it's cold outside. We need to warm up, so let's all warm up. Ooh, I'm going to rub my shoulders and my arms. Warm up, warm up, warm up, warm up. And then can we stretch really high up in the air? Oh, yeah, stretch in the air. Can we go back and forth? Back and forth, like a bunch of windshield wipers. Oh, yeah. Can we stretch out to the side like a big bird? Now hopefully you don't have an injured hand, but bring your hands forward and can you twirl your hands like this? And go the other way. Good job. Now shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Whew, shake them, shake them, shake them. Now I am a little limited today on my hand puppetry, but let's do our spider. Let's do the spider. Let's bring the spider down. Ready? Now walk your spider forward on your hand. Hello, I'm a spider hand. And now, can you make your spider like fly up in the air like the wind comes? Ready? Here comes the wind. Oh, it landed on my head. Oh no, it's on my head. Spider on my head. Oh no, oh gosh, get off, spider. Woo. All right, that was fun. Good job. All right, so my friends, I have a question for you. We've talked about this in our classes, and for you guys that are listening here on the old interweb, where do we live? Where do we live? Do we live in a city? Yeah, some of us do. Some of us live in the good old New York City. Maybe some of us live outside the city. I live outside the city right now, but I still live in an apartment. What? What's an apartment? Oh, an apartment. It's like a compact little house that sits on top of other little compact houses and then maybe on top of some more. I can remember the last big building I lived in, there were 50 apartments in that building. 50 apartments. Some buildings in New York City, like even in Manhattan, I would say they probably have closer to like 500 apartments in one big building. Incredible. Where do you live? Really? Oh, you live where? In the Bronx? Oh, cool. Wait, did somebody say they live in Brooklyn? Really? Wow, those are boroughs. Those are boroughs. They're inside. They're like the little things that make up our big city of New York City. That's so cool. So, do you live in an apartment? Oh, cool. Some of you guys do. Oh, did I hear somebody say they live in a house? Right. That's pretty cool. You live in a house inside the city. That's awesome. Cool. Let me ask you this. Where do birds live? Does anybody know? In trees? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can totally see that. I think a lot of birds live in trees. I know I have a bird that lives right now up there's a little like gutter outside here on our apartment building, and there's a bird nest that's inside there, and there's a bird family in the spring that comes back every spring, and they sing every morning. It's wonderful. So yeah, have you ever heard of a nest? A bird nest? Yeah? Bird nests are like little apartments for birds. They and maybe the buildings are like their buildings, or the trees are like their apartment buildings, and then they can build a nest. One family can build a nest here, another family can build a nest down here, all around. It's like having a little bird apartment building, a tree. That's so cool. And nests, do you know what they're made of? Yes, they're made of grass and twigs or sticks. Sometimes they're made of things that we accidentally drop on the street, or some people put things on purpose on the street, and birds will just come along and pick it up like string or paper. Yeah, that's where birds live. They live in nests. That's so cool. Well, today I want to show and share a book with you about a little girl named Ruby again. Wow, we've heard this name a lot. This is a different Ruby. This little girl lives in New York City, like us, and she is going to learn how to go bird watching. Do you know what bird watching is? Yeah. Bird watching is when you go outside and you are really quiet and you stand really still like a statue, and you look up, maybe at the trees, and see if you can see any birds. Can we all do that? Can we stand really still like a statue? Be really quiet. You have to pay really good attention, so use your ears and look up. Act like there's a tree in front of you. I actually do have a tree outside my window. And see if you see any birds. Good job, you guys. That's what Ruby learns how to do. This is Ruby, and this book is called Ruby's Birds. Look at all those birds, and there's Ruby. Hey, Ruby. So sit back and relax and listen to Ruby's Birds. And as I read this book to you, see if you can find all the birds that are on the pages. Some of them are kind of hard to find, so look really close. Okay, here we go. Ruby's Bird. Ruby's Birds. There's Ruby and her grandma. Look at that bird. School's out. Mom and Dad are at work. My brother, Malik, is at soccer practice. Grandma's at her spot near the window. Alex keeps her company. Things are too quiet around here. I know what to do. I play the piano. The piece my parents say is very grown up. I practice my dance routine, the one Malik calls stomping. I talk with Alex in the secret language Grandma taught us. Wagainon, wagainon. I sing at the top of my lungs the song I made up myself. My neighbor, Ava, from downstairs hears everything. She calls up from her window. Ruby, wanna go to the park? Yes, 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 I sing. We pass my favorite bakery. Look at that bird. We pass Cece's apartment. We walk right past my regular park, the one with the twisty slide and the sprinklers. I guess Ava is going to a different park. I skip to keep up. Another birdie. Ooh, there's a bird there too. I follow her all the way to Central Park, where my parents sometimes take us on Sundays when we're all dressed up. Another bird here. Oh, and over there as well. Ava is going to the woods. I've never been that way. We sing made-up songs about joggers and strollers and fancy dogs. Oh, there's a bird. That's a swimming bird. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Look at this bird. He wishes he could swim. Oh, look, there's another one. Suddenly, Ava stops. She looks up. She is listening. Bee buzz, buzz, buzz. I quiet down and I listen too. What's wrong? I wonder. I hear a police car. Whoop, whoop, woo. A plane. Some barking. Woof. There's some birdies. This looks like a bird, but I don't think it's really a bird. What is that? Yeah, a plane. Ooh. I tug on Ava's sleeve, but she's not paying attention. She holds her binoculars up to her eyes. She is frozen like a statue. And then she smiles, a huge smile. Look at what she's looking at with her binoculars. A bird. Binoculars help you see things that are far, far away. I guess everything's okay. So I start singing again. Ruby, Ava sighs, you scared him away. Who did I scare away, I ask. Ava flops down on a bench. I sit too. It's a bird I've only ever seen back home in Costa Rica, she says. He's just stopping through on his way north because this is the best patch of woods for miles around. He's quite a singer, just like you. Aw, here's a birdie. Is that a nest? What's a nest? Yeah, is a nest where a bird lives? Wow, it's like a home for a bird. Like our home. Oh. If you just stay quiet, we can be able to find him again. He's a golden-winged warbler. I nod. Don't say a word or sing a word either. It sounds like something from a fairy tale. Ooh. We move carefully. We're serious. We pay attention. We watch for tiny movements in the leaves. We try and try. Well, no luck today, says Ava, but now you know what to do. I sing myself to sleep as usual. Look at all these birds. Looks like she's dreaming about these birds. Ooh, look at this bird. It's an owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. On Sunday morning, I beg for a walk to Central Park. Malik's not interested, but it's family time, so he has to come anyway. We pass the bodega. We pass the theater. I sing my song. My family listens along. Do we see any birds in this one? Oh yeah, there's one right there. Woohoo. I like how her music notes are following or leading her as she sings. At the park, I lead them straight into the woods. I'm silent. I'm serious. I'm paying attention. I hear rustles in the leaves. Shh, I say. Just like Ava, I'm frozen like a statue. A tiny bird pops out of the leaves. It looks one way, then the other, then right at me. I can't help it. I get that huge smile just like Ava's. Look, I yell. Ah, yes, says Grandma. I saw a wobbler. I sing as he flies away. Wow. The end. Yay! Good job, everybody. Thanks for listening. Ding. Yo. That was so great. What an awesome book. Ruby's Birds. Hey, I have an idea. Let's go on a bird watching adventure together. Right here. Whoa. So, remember how Ruby watched and listened and stood still like a statue? Can we do that? Let's do that. I'm going to put on a video of some birds and let's see if we can watch them and see what they do. All right, here we go. Let's go on a bird watching adventure. Ready? done, you guys. That was so great. You guys were so still and you listened really closely. And did you see any really cool birds? You did? What was your favorite one? Really? Now, my favorite one was the one with the really pointy beak, really pointy nose. I bet that bird can like go inside a little hole in a tree and find the little nut that's inside there, a little insect. I also like the woodpecker. Woodpeckers are funny. They just peck their nose on wood, their beak. They're crazy. And when you hear them, it's really funny. You can like look for them. It's really cool. Anyway, today we are going to make bird puppets. I have these really fun, really cool bird puppets here. Look at this. It's kind of a funny shaped bird, but it's really cool because you can set it down. It's not really for flying. It's more for like, look how my bird just went bloop. And you can like take its tail and you can go bloop, 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 bloop. What a cool bird puppet. And maybe sometimes it's really cool if they rock a little bit like this. And you can press, oh, my bird flew away. You can press on the tail like this, like tap on the tail, and it'll start to like, cool. These are bird puppets and they're just made of paper. Yep. And shapes. They're really simple. Are you ready to make one? Yeah. Awesome. I love making puppets with you guys. I'll meet you in the puppet making room. Okay, my friends, in order to make your cool rocking bird puppets or puppet, you are going to need 2 pieces of very bright, colorful paper. I chose orange and blue for my puppet. Here's a finished orange and blue one. Woohoo! You can choose any color you like or colors. Pink and red on this one. And this little guy right here, he's orange, or I'm sorry, he's yellow and blue. All right. So, you're also gonna need a glue stick. You're gonna need a black marker for the puppet's eyes. You're gonna need a pen or a pencil to draw your shapes. And you're gonna need scissors. The first thing you want to do is you want to decide which color you want to be on the bottom of your bird and which color you want to be on the top and for your beak and your tail. So I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to do blue on the bottom this time. So I'm going to take my blue piece of paper and I am going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to make maybe like a little bit bigger rectangle than you might be thinking. How about like that? It's taking up almost 1/4 of your page of paper. And then you're gonna take your other piece of paper, the one that you want for your top of your bird and your beak and your tail, and you're gonna make a rectangle. I do it like this. I put my sheet inside my other sheet because you want this one to be smaller. You want it to be smaller than the other rectangle. So then I just go to the line there where the blue is, and look what I'm doing. I'm just making another rectangle that's smaller. Good, so you should have one big rectangle and one small rectangle. And then, since you're gonna use your top sheet of paper, your top color for your bird's beak, and you can see my beak here on this bird, and also your tail, just make another long, maybe make it about that big, another long rectangle there. Awesome. Now it's time to cut out your shapes. So you should have one smaller rectangle, one long skinny rectangle, and one bigger rectangle. All right, let's cut. Now it's time to create the body and the wings of your puppet. So for the bottom part of your puppet, you're gonna take the big rectangle and you are going to fold it in half, but you're gonna fold it long ways. So you wanna put the longer sides going up and down vertically. And you're gonna take and you're gonna fold the shorter side to the other shorter side, and you're gonna fold it in half like that. And you're gonna do the same thing, longer sides on the side going up and down, and the shorter sides up and bottom, top and bottom, and you're gonna fold in half. All right. And then you're gonna take this really long, skinny rectangle, and you are going to fold it in half, but on this one, you want the shorter sides on the left and the right, and the longer ones on the top and bottom. This can be hard, so you might need a grown-up. Fold it in half like this. Yeah, there it is, look. So it's like a little triangle without a bottom, or two little tents. I just made two little tents. Cool, 3 little tents. Awesome. Now, here's what you need to do. Take your pen or pencil, and you want to put the folded side at the top. So the part that's closed at the top, and then the 2 open sides at the bottom. And you are going to draw a semicircle from the upper left part to the upper right part, like this. It's kind of like a semi-oval. And then you're gonna do the same thing on your smaller part, like this. Ready? Very good. And now you're going to cut out those semicircles. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, now that you have your 2 pieces cut out like this and like this, you can put them one on top of the other. Put the smaller one on top of the bigger one, and look, you've got your bird body. And now you can glue the top one. So take your glue stick and glue the top one to the bottom one. All right, like this. It's gonna go for a piggyback ride. So take the top one, put some glue on it, put it right in the middle there, or a little bit any way you want actually. I kind of put mine in the middle, like that. So it's gonna look like that before you fold it. It looks like a funny egg. A blue egg with a white or a yellow or an orange yolk. Blue egg with an orange yolk. And then fold it, and look, you've got your little body of your bird. Now you need to make the beak and the tail. This is a fun part. So take your long, skinny, folded rectangle, and you want to make a tail. I like to make my tails with a little point at the end. So you guessed it, you're gonna cut an angle from the bottom of it to the back point or corner, like that. Look, I made a tail. And then you can decide how long you want your tail. I'm gonna make my tail a little long, like that. Cool. And then you can glue your tail on the inside. This is really easy. You just take and open up the body of your bird or the egg, and then put some glue like that right there. Take your tail and put it in there like that, and look, it's got a tail. It's got a tail. How cool is that? Now you need to make the beak. Oh look, my bird's already leaning. I love it. Now I make my beak a little sharp, like that. It's the same thing. You just take your scissors, make an angle, and cut like that. Cut off some triangles, and then you can just cut off a little thing there, and look, I have a little beak for my bird. And the same thing, you're gonna do the same thing that you did with tail. Open up your bird and put some glue there on the front. Put it in the middle there. And now, presto, I have a bird with a tail and a beak and wings. Now, what am I missing? What am I missing? Yes, I'm missing the eyes. All right, so for that, you can take a black pen or a black marker. I got a black marker here, and I'm just gonna draw 2 little dots, one on this side, and then one, I'm gonna flip it over and do one on that side. Awesome, yeah, okay. Now look, we've got our bird puppet. Good job, everybody. Whoa, look, I even made a nest for my birds. How cool. And it was really easy. I just took some paper bag and wadded it up into a little bowl, and I put my birdies inside. Cool. You guys, that was so awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining in on this fun little lesson. I hope everybody's happy. I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's healthy. And hey, we're coming up to the holidays. Ooh, ooh, holidays. Ooh, ooh, holidays. So, everyone have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you again soon. All right, have a good one.